Okay, back at it again with this Auro3d Upmixer, but you know me, you know I listen, but it really does sound not that good. It doesn't make sense of soundtracks at all. All the screen channels are muted, the surrounds, sides, back surrounds muted. Just the overheads active, so you can just hear the crosstalk. I'll turn the fader up a little bit if you can't hear it.
What? Damn it, man, you should have sent a man up there. How do you expect her to hear a phone call? She's deaf. What? Damn it, man, you should have sent a man up there. How do you expect her to hear a phone call? She's deaf.
Okay. Go to the what is it? Go to NeuralX. Go to NeuralX. Listen for the crosstalk. It's really minimized. You know, I mean, it doesn't make sense to put the overhead surrounds on with an Upmixer using 5.1 mixes, 7.1 mixes that don't have discrete overhead. Because it's only taking, like I say, it's only taking sound from front, left and right, and it's passing through a complex CD matrix system, and you know, some of it's got to minimize crosstalk, you know, so you don't sort of like think, oh yeah, but most people are not going to have it playing this way, you know, they're going to have everything else playing along with it and not notice it. But I'll just go with it again. I'll turn the fader up. It's almost hard for me to notice it. I can only notice little tiny, but it ain't gonna, you know, if I switch to DSU, what's the crosstalk like? Ah, it's got that sort of crosstalk.
I don't know, maybe they're in the shower or something when you call. No, you stay where you are, I'll get them down. All my men are committed. I need fresh crews, damn it, now. Okay. Still got people on 87.
So it's got that sort of crosstalk, if you can hear it.
Get them down. Expect her to hear a phone call. She's deaf. Sure the kids can hear. I don't know, maybe they're in the shower or something when you call.
You know, it's hit and miss, you know. So I'll just turn the fader back down a bit normal there. The thing with what Dolby DSU does, it allows the sound to be a bit more spread out along the side surround still, as well as the back. But problem there with the back would be it's taking a bit of crosstalk and applying that crosstalk from the front onto the back surround, and that's a little distracting. I mean, I can see how the Matrix is trying to you know, minimise some of the crosstalk, but due to the way the mix is on the Towering Inferno, you know, I can hear the glass shatter in there, and that's front stage. That's all front screen channel. The bass, there doesn't seem to be much bass sort of going on, sort of thing, even though it's kind of there, but the matrixing of it is kind of reducing it somewhat. So if I switch over the, it's going to be a little bit more bass heavy, a bit more louder, and a slightly different sound on the breaking of the glass. Not more of a bit more of a bit slightly different frequency due to what it's minimizing, but what sound is still passing through on the overheads. But there's not much going on there with the side surround. It's all been pushed. Here and here. It's all been pushed out there onto the back. Even though that the DTS 5.1, when going in, usually it applies a sound out to the back surround by sort of default sort of thing. It just does it, you know. The only way to sort of like turn it off is you got to switch off the back surround on the. Otherwise, it's okay. It's not distracting. It's only enhancing the surround channels only, the discrete surround. There's only so much I can mute on the overheads. Still got my middle overhead surround active. But that's the back surround turned up at full, but it is what it is. So I kind of prefer the dtsNeuralx because it does, with 5.1 mixes, it does add on, kind of extend onto, or rather the side surround is being extended from that, kind of like PL2X. Whereas if I switch to Dolby DSU, you get the back surround sort of thing, but you get a bit of crosstalk coming from the front left and right, which shouldn't even be there. Shouldn't be happening. So it's like, it's kind of against the kind of principles of the sort of surround sort of thing, because that sort of crosstalk going out to the back surround, and if anyone were to pick up on it, it will be slightly distracting. But I would say most people don't even pick up on it because they're not thorough listeners. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just saying I am perfect. But now that you know, Put the 5-screen channel on. So I'm running 15.6.12 channels. Woo! Yeah, that's a bit disturbing scene. The colour's a little bit weird on this because it's kind of a bit more orangey rather than tap on the what's it, but yeah, it's just the camera on the phone. But that's that.